morning.
Welcome back to the Finca.
Another gorgeous day.
Yes, you may have noticed over the last week or so we've not been doing an awful lot of physical work. That's because we're absolutely exhausted.
Yeah. I've overdone it with my wrist. I've not been behaving myself.
It wasn't getting better because Sharon couldn't stop and rest it.
No.
So when an enforced few days off, we did a few other videos. We've been potting around the garden, around the land, tending to our plants, etc. But we've had a few
We're back on it now.
And we're back with the renewed vigour.
We are.
What we're doing then?
Well, my project, this.
Yes.
The old kennel, well not old actually, it's looking very old and tatty, but it's not that old. The boys used to be in here, as you know. Tilly now sleeps with us in the house. It's not used and it cost an awful lot of money with the fencing, the gate, the felt for the roof, obviously all the wood, and it breaks my heart that it's not used. So we decided, in our bid to be as self-sufficient as possible, we're going to get some hens.
Yes.
And we thought this would be the ideal place to keep them.
And also to combat the ever-increasing price of rises in food.
Everything's gone up. Eggs in particular have doubled prices in price. And yeah, why not make use of it?
So we're going to turn this. We've been working renovating the old chicken shed.
Yes.
Which isn't practical as a chicken shed from modern day living.
No,
I've been working on the walls. It's just there. We're going to turn it into a support area for our barbecue. I want to get this wall finished off and pointed, and then before we get our hens in here, I want to get this wall done. If you saw the video a few weeks ago, I did some remedial work on it. It's terrible, it's proper nearly falling down, as is all this section here. So I'm going to be getting on with that, and you're gonna...
Well, I've got all this area to clear. I've got to get all the old straw out there the way.
I'll move all this rubble because I put that there when I did this wall. I just threw it over.
Yes, thank you.
Rather than throw it in the courtyard.
Yeah, so all the straw's got to come out. It's all got to be painted. I'm going to use the creosote actually because we've got it, and
it's animal friendly. It's not
creosote
because creosote's banned in Europe. We call it creosote, but it's actually...
as opposed to linseed oil, which is much more expensive, obviously. The inside's all got to be lime washed. We know nothing about keeping chickens, by the way.
Luckily, we have friends that do. Yeah,
Lillian and Chris, Tales from the Cave Side. Hi guys. Have had lots of chickens in the past.
Thing on you,
well, I know they love me, don't they? So they've given us the what to do really list, and one of the things apparently to get rid of all the little bugs and things that could get onto the chickens is lime wash, good old-fashioned lime wash on the
we've got plenty
inside.
of it.
We've got loads of that, so I can do that on the inside, obviously get the outside protected from the sun, and just generally clean it all up.
Yes. You've
got to make a door at some point.
Yes, we're going to probably put a sliding door on it to let them in and out.
Yeah, and some nesting boxes and a perch. We've got it all to do. But that's the project for me anyway. Yeah. You're going to crack on with the wall.
We'll get this wall out of the way first while you sort out the fundamentals. And then, in fact, let's just get on with it. Stop studying waffling.
Waffle. Welcome to Finca Live. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
One thing I have done while we've been pottering, if you remember, we had a lot of comments about it as well. The noise from the inverter in here, it wasn't actually that obtrusive. It sounded a lot worse on the camera. But here's Alfie. Hello, Assistant Alf, Inspector Alf. We found out that the old inverter was using 2 kilowatts of power a day just to run the inverter, which we thought was absolutely crazy. So it's chasing Alfie now. Sorry. So we had another one from a previous life as well that we put in. It's absolutely silent, uses barely any electricity a day running itself, a few watts, that's all. And it's absolutely silent, as you can hear, even though we've still got the big hole in the front. So one thing ticked off the list. So the last thing we finished on was this wall at the top. which I've rebuilt. Under the roof there wasn't any wall, so I've built a wall up there, capped the top of this off nice and flat, made a catwalk for Alfie and Catsy. So what I want to do before I move over there, which is where the new hen shed's going to be, or it is, just the other side of this wall, I just want to get this finished off and pointed, boxed off, ticked off, then we can move on.
So we've got old tyres in here, we've got stones, they'll go back on the wall, but all the rubble that Andy's knocked off. Got the wheelbarrow, all these weeds need clearing, although the chickens will probably do that for us, but we're a long way to go before we get them. Yeah, so I'm just going to crack on. Got my support on, behaving myself today, not going to overdo it. Make a start.
So as always, I've got my sprayer to wet the wall down. I've got a bucket of stones and I've got a mortar mix here. Crack on.
Well, it's looking a bit better. Got rid of the weeds for a start, got rid of all the rubble that came off the wall, excavated Bear's hole, and just got to get rid of the old straw now, so I think I'm just going to take it to the top of the land and put it on the donkey pile and let it decompose. And then it's time to get on with the kennel itself.
So I've got the very top right hand side done. Bit of shade, thankfully. It was getting a bit warm for the lime mortar. I've just got on the right hand side there the bit at the top of the ladder to do. I'll switch to a smaller bucket because that one's actually trying to push me off the ladder backwards, which isn't good. This will be much better. Right, let's get filling. Well, the right hand side is done. I've moved the ladder over. See if we can get the left hand side done. Hopefully we get it done today, although I don't want to jinx myself.
Well, that's it for today. The straw's all gone. Took me 5 trips up to the top of the land with the wheelbarrow to get rid of it all. Obviously it's still inside, but I'll do inside afterwards. At least now it's clear so I can get the creosoting done. No tyres, no big horrible pieces of mortar, a few stones, but I say they're going to go back on the wall. So yes, I'm ready for a nice cold beer now.
Well, a bit of an epic fail. I've got a few more stones in up there, there's lots to go and it takes a long time. But I can't do any more today because we've got someone coming, a friend of ours coming to take the buggy, buy the buggy off us. We've had it years, we never use it anymore. It's just sat there, it's just costing us money. We're not getting anything out of it, so I thought, you know what, well, he's got a young lad, I would absolutely love it. He's got a big piece of land as well, he'll be able to drive it around on, because he's obviously not got a licence because he's young. So we'll let it go to a good home. It's a bit dusty. See if it'll start. Never fails. Well, the buggy's gone. Can't say we won't be sad to see it go, but it's gone to a great home anyway. I've been cracking on with this wall. I've got the top bit up there done. I've just got this side of the corner to do, which I'll do when I move the ladder. The awkward bit at the moment is filling in, building up that shelf. Yeah, it's just awkward. So yeah, this is the top bit, this is the shelf, that's the back wall there, this is the shelf. I've got some holes here to fill in, and some stones ready to do that to the end. I've got this corner to do round the corner, but I'll do that when I move the ladder. So next thing is get these bits finished off. There's the bits on the front, you can see that. I'm very close to it. But yeah, so far so good. It's that time of year again. The swallows are back in the workshop. They were just perched, but we disturbed them when they came in. Beautiful things they are. I hope they're coming out all right. There we go. Every year they come. See if I can zoom in a bit on them. There they are on the wall. Aren't they lovely? Him. Don't know where the other one's gone. I've lost him now. There he is. Get the bugs, babies. They're both there. I didn't realise. Don't worry, babies, you're welcome here. You will come to no harm.
So here I am in a not a very comfortable position at the side of the kennel. I'm going to get this bit done first, A, because it's the worst bit because I'm right up against the wall, and B, because this is the wall, the opposite side of the bar, that when Andy's finished the roof he's going to be working round here, so we won't be in each other's way. That's the plan anyway. So I'll just notice there's loads of cobwebs, so I can brush those off first and I'll crack on.
I'll be so pleased to get off this ladder. What's also slowing me down, I need to keep wetting down what I've done. It's in full on sun, drying out a bit quickly. So let's see what we can do with this. Make sure all the stones are wet, and where they're going wet also. else it won't stick. Okay.
Well, that's the worst bit done, and I hope you can see the before and after. So 1 down, 3 sides to go.
Right, it's done. That bit is anyway. Of course it's not done. It's never done, but that bit's done. I've got this front to do here yet, and behind this gate all that needs knocking off. If you saw from a previous video, it's all loose and crumbly, but from a point of view of the chicken shed bar and getting what we need to get done for that and the new hen shed, yeah, it'll do for now. Fantastic. That is super happy days. I'm so glad to get off that ladder. It makes you ache twisting and reaching, and oh, it's just horrible. I'll be working back on the ground level next. So now we can relocate to around there with everything. Remember, we cleaned all this area and the patio and everything before. Well, it needs cleaning again. It's not as bad as it was, but you can't. It's unavoidable to drop a few bits.
And whilst we're in this lower courtyard, I thought I'd just show you the tomatoes. It's like day of the Triffids. They're going great guns now. We've got absolutely loads of flowers. See those? Hope you can. And the basil, it's surviving the mint, because the mint takes over everything, as you know. And the spinach, we've already had a great big bag full already, and it's all coming back again now, although it is looking a bit wilted because it's in full sun at the moment, but it'll be fine later. Speaking of tomatoes, this is the one we rescued from the bath behind the courtyard, which has got potatoes in it now. And one little tomato, so I thought I'd rescue him. Looking great. Melons that we've repotted, spread them out a bit because there were too many. They're doing good. And look over here, what's popped up in this tub. You see that? Ginger. We had some ginger that had started to sprout in the cupboard. I thought I'll just throw it in a pot. Oh, ages ago now, absolutely nothing happened. Forgot about it, put some melon seeds in this tub, and all of a sudden we've got ginger sprouting up. This is our pepper plant from last year that we overwintered. It's absolutely laden now with peppers, loads of flowers, and we're starting to get some fruit now. The other two, again, lots of flowers, so hopefully we'll have lots of peppers soon.
Here's another view of the top of the wall. I'm trying to get a good one for you. It's all good though. I think we've earned an ice cold beer today.
On with the next side. I want to get this done if I can, because Andy's going to need to be in this corner working on the wall. And Alfie's here, of course, supervising, making sure I don't miss a bit. Hey Alf.
Right, so I'm getting everything assembled. Water sprayer, big bucket of stones. We'll try and get this big one back on the wall if we can. Crikey. He's a heavy one. There we go. Excellent. Right, I'm going in. I've got everything I hope I'm going to need within reach, because once you get in here and get settled, it's very difficult to get in and out. So this is the chicken shed bar wall on the other side. It's very, very bad. I've started on it, so let's get it rebuilt. As always, the problem is finding, well, the difficulty is finding stones that fit in the gaps, because I want to hammer them in to tighten up the existing stones. We're going to try this one in there. It doesn't quite fit, but hopefully we can make it fit. We have a fairly heavyweight hammer. Oh, it's got all over me and everywhere. Plenty of mortar in the hole, and then let's see. Oof. There it goes. The beauty of using marble to fill up the holes, it doesn't break when you hit it. That's it, that is nice and tight. Excellent. Well, we just saved this little chap from Alfie. He's a baby, he can barely fly. Then what we're going to do with him, I'm going to take him out of the way and look at him. Oh, don't be scared. Put him somewhere safe, I think. I don't know how much of that you can see through the fence, but I've done about, oh well, maybe just less than a square metre. Yeah, it's going to take a while as always. But yeah, it's going alright. It's just a really uncomfortable spot. I don't know if it was worse than up the ladder or not.
So that's the front done. I've just got this side and the back to do now, so time for a drink and then I shall carry on.
Round 2, restocked on stones, restocked on lime mortar. I've got from here to do. It's really awkward because I've got nowhere to put anything. Right, so I've got stones behind me actually. Try and get organised. That'll do. Okay, let's carry on. None of them quite fit ever. Oh, that one will.
There we go, that's that other side done, viewed from the other side of the fence. The only bit I've got left to do now is around the back. I'm just going to show you this. Look at that difference. And the reason I haven't yet done this is because you can see all the pretty flowers. They're weeds just growing wild, but they are so pretty and I'm so reluctant to pull them up. So I thought I'm going back to the UK tomorrow to see my mum. When I come back they might have died off and I'll be brave enough then to pull them up and just do that last panel. But yeah, happy days.
Well, I'm nearly in the realms of having space to put things, sort of. I'll be glad to be out of there. I've got to go back in, of course, after and point it all up. But it's about the last one for today. Lovely. Yes, not too bad progress. I've got a bit up the top to do, but I'll be able to do that standing up rather than scratching about down here.
Right.
Incidentally, the wall I'm working on round there is the other side of this wall inside here, or from about there, which is ground level, upwards up there. So it helps it to make sense, maybe, does it? So anyway.
Yeah, that's it for us for this video, folks. Andy's back is broken.
Broken again. I just had a rest and got going again.
We've got to go and do some shopping, get some supplies, make sure he's fed and watered whilst I'm away.
Yes.
I'm only away for 6 days, so it's not so bad, but we don't want him starving.
I've got Tilly and the cats for company.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
So
thank you so much for watching.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you to all our subscribers, everyone that's bought us a coffee and all our Patreons.
Of course.
And if you haven't already subscribed and you've enjoyed the video, please consider doing so. Click on the button below. Likewise, if you would like to support us, we'd very much appreciate it. This is our only income. And there is a link in the description to click on, have a look at what Patreon's all about, and this buy us a coffee scheme. So that's it from us. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Thanks everyone.